Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you caught my last video, you've seen these trees that I made. But I didn't really have a course to put them on, so today I think I'm going to start a new course. I got this big sheet of foam board, so I think this time I'm going to go big. And I'm going to put in my new trees, so let's not waste any more time and let's get started. Alright, I got a bunch of cardboard, some styrofoam, and a bunch of masking tape all laid out here. And it doesn't look like much, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do a first coat of the paper mache shop towels. And I'm hoping that will just help pull everything together and hold it all nice and tight, and be able to see more of the contour of the mountain. So I'm hoping it looks a lot better once I get the first layer done. Alright, we are back after letting this sit for a couple days to dry. And after just a couple days, it's nice and hard, and you could already drive a truck on it. But as it was drying, this kind of shrinks as it dries, and it was causing that bottom board to kind of bend. So I pushed down on the board to level it up, and you can see that it kind of lifted up the edge here, which is fine because I think just because it was shrinking, it was kind of pulling on the board, so I just released the pressure. And I think with the next coat or two, it shouldn't really matter as much. I'll maybe just do, one side at a time, let it dry, and then do the other side to maybe prevent that bottom board from getting out of shape. But I also thought that this would be a good opportunity to work my trees in there somehow, because as I was building it, I kind of forgot about the trees and where they were going to go. So today I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to mount these trees on the side. I think I'm going to do them just around the front and the edge there, and I'm going to actually slide some stuff in underneath here to mount it on. So let's get started. Alright, so I got my trees here, and my plan is to take these styrofoam pieces, mount the trees into them, and kind of position them somewhere around here, and then add it into my course. So that's the plan. Let's see how it's going to go. Alright, I got some toothpicks I'm going to use to help hold these in. Alright, I think that does it for my trees. I'm going to paper mache over these and be careful to wrap them around each side of the tree and over top of these toothpicks to help hold it in. So if it gets caught on something, it won't just pull right out. Alright, so I got a big batch of paper mache ready to go. So let's get started. Alright, so I went ahead and covered the entire thing again. And I came out and it had the same problem with this bottom board getting all bent out of shape and bowing up. So I flattened it out again. As you can see, it lifted the mountain off the base. Alright, we are back. And I got my board clamped to my table. And I'm hoping that will let me close this up with paper mache. And when it dries, hopefully this won't bend. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is do a layer like this. And I'm going to leave this up like that. And I'm hoping that as it dries, instead of bending this, it'll just kind of pull this down a little bit. So let's see if I can close this up. Alright, I am back, and after doing a few more layers of the paper mache, I think it's ready to go ahead and paint it. The only problem I had was a couple spots that cracked. You can see there that there's a crack, and I just filled it in with some white glue. And I think it'll be fine. Got some old wall paint there. You can take your guess what that's left over from. And then I just got a little bottle of black craft paint. I'm going to maybe try to darken it up. Try to mix up a decent color for this mountain.